Are you ready to turn your vision board into your real life in 2025? Have you made a vision board for yourself this year? Guess what? I'm going to show you how to take all of it and make it all possible in 2025. I have an amazing quote that I want to share with you, and it says, "A leader's potential is determined by those closest to him." That is by John Maxwell. And today we're going to be diving in and we're talking about how your network is your net worth and how to build relationships that accelerate your growth. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Sandi Glandt. I'm a high performance productivity coach, best-selling author, mama to two very busy boys, wife, and I'm here to talk to you today about relationships that are going to take you to the next level. Remember when I was talking about that vision board? Well, all of those relationships are going to determine how you fulfill everything in your life. You're probably thinking, Sandi, how are our relationships going to do this for me? I'm going to show you how. But before we get into it, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and make sure that when you're subscribed, you keep an eye out for all of the new videos coming every week straight to you right here on YouTube. So comment below, let me know that you've subscribed, because every week we're picking 3 winners to win a signed copy of my Slayer Day book, have a chance to join us in the High Performance Academy, which we'll talk about that a little bit later, or for a chance for a one-on-one call with me. So without further ado, let's get into how your network is your net worth and how you're going to build those high value relationships. So I'm sure you've heard by now the power of proximity, and you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So I want you to think about this for a moment. Who are you spending your time with? Are you spending time with people that are in the same financial situation as you? Are you spending time with people that are broke? They aren't out there networking and connecting and collaborating. Maybe they haven't grown in their careers or professionally or financially in the past year, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. I would hope not. So I want you to look around you. I want you to take an audit of your inner circle. Who is in it? Do you have people that inspire you, that are ambitious, that help you elevate to new levels? Or do you look around your circle and feel like everybody is kind of the same? Now, look, I'm not saying that you have to get rid of family or friends, but you should be around people that inspire you. You should be around people that help you to grow and elevate and that you can collaborate with. So the power of proximity is so, so powerful. And it's so important that you surround people with yourself that inspire you and motivate you and help you reach new levels. So I have a little exercise for you. I want you to write down now the 5 people on a daily basis that you're surrounding yourself with. It could be family, it could be your friends, it could be your coworkers, whoever those 5 people are that you spend the most time with. And I want you to write down what inspires you about them. What motivates you about them? What do you admire? What qualities do they have that you want to have? And I want you to look at that circle. And if you're not inspired, if you're not motivated, it's time to get in new rooms and make new connections. Which brings me to number 2, which is, how do we build authentic, real relationships that create a lasting impact? Well, I'm going to tell you the first thing I would do, and I moved to Florida about 10 or 11 years ago. I didn't know anybody here. And I wish that there was rooms that I could get in where there was other like-minded people that were thinking about family and business and success and mindset in the same way that I was. So because I wasn't able to find that, and particularly women, I would say I wasn't really like looking to find networking groups of men that I could do this with. I really wanted to find ambitious, motivated women that inspired me and that I could have in my friend circle, because I knew that that's what I was also looking for. So in the quest to find these friends, I knew that they had to be let's say at a certain caliber. They had to prioritize family. That was a huge requirement for me. They had to, and it's not that they had to be married, but they had to value family and the family unit in the same way that I did. They also had to prioritize, if they were married, their spouse in the same way that I did. And also if they had kids, was quality time with their kids something important to them? And then of course, when it came to business, were they learning? Were they investing? Were they growing? Were they collaborating? Were they getting around other people that motivated them? So those were some really important things that I was focusing on that I knew I wanted to get around of more. But I just didn't find these rooms. I had to go out and meet these new people, right? So I want to offer you something that I wish I would have had when I moved here. And that was a room filled with ambitious women who were looking to collaborate, who were looking to celebrate each other. Like, when was the last time your girlfriends celebrated you, wanted to introduce you to new people, wanted to, make new connections for you? My friends and I, that's what we do. Like, I love being a connector. I love bringing women who don't know each other in a room together to make new connections, to network, to find new, I don't know, maybe there's a new business deal that is going to come out of that. Maybe there's a new collaboration or event. But that is the importance of, number one, getting in proximity, and number two, building authentic relationships where you offer the value first. And that's what is so, so important. And I'm going to tell you about something that I cannot promise this is going to still be available by the time this rolls out, but everyone is talking about soursop, the tropical superfruit with superpowers. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, listen in. If you suffer from inflammation, digestive issues, low energy, or low immune health, there's nothing else like soursop to help your body feel its best. But the soursop fruit is almost impossible to source in the US. So Soursop Nutrition is on a mission to bring you a selection of expertly formulated supplements that give you the benefits of soursop hassle-free. The Soursop Cell Plus Immunity Gummies are gluten-free, non-GMO, and low-carb, and they're a favorite in my house. We also love their shake boosts, which come in 4 flavors, including 2 delicious fall favorites, pumpkin and apple. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I love adding the shakes into my smoothies, and we even add them to our bake treats for the kids, and they love baking with me. They're great for gut health, are full of fiber, and help balance blood sugars, making it a natural weight management aid. Who doesn't love that? The shakes are also 0 sugar, low carb, and gluten-free. Place your first order today and enjoy 20% off with code SANDY20, or use the link in the show notes. On February 20th, I'm going to be co-hosting an event with Kelly Roach. Now, Kelly and I have teamed up to bring you the women's live podcasting events where we have networking, we have collaborations. It's an amazing event filled with powerhouse women right here in South Florida. We'll be having keynote speakers. We have a panel of inspiring women that are in their spaces dominating their sectors. And so I'm encouraging you, I'm offering you the chance to get in this room and connect with other like-minded women. What I'll tell you is, number one, I wish I had this when I, again, had moved here. It's almost like the room was vetted, right? The room was vetted where there were women that really, really honored each other and the business space and the family space and the faith space. And not to say that we're all of the same backgrounds when it comes to faith or religion, but it's women who understand the power of promoting and collaboration with each other, and also coming from a place of giving, coming with a heart first centered space and showing up for each other. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I can say. The women that I've surrounded myself with are such givers. They come from this place of giving and supporting, and I'm so, so grateful to have that. And I want the rest of the women in my life to have that as well. So if you're someone that's like, oh my gosh, Sandy, like this is the thing I've been looking for. It's not a couple 100-person event. Okay. So it's not like thousands of people where you're not going to meet everybody in the room. It's 50 women that are coming here for the same purpose as you, to connect, to collaborate, and to network. Okay, all that being said, you got to get in the room. So, how do you get in the room? So, if you head over to my Instagram and you DM me or you comment anywhere the word events, you will get all of the details for the event for February 20th. Get in the room, get in proximity, and I would say come to the events with an open heart and with delivering value first. Like, how can you be of value to the rest of the women in the room? How can you collaborate with them? How can you support them? There is not enough women in this world that are doing this for each other. And I hope that you and I can lead the way together to do this, coming from a place of giving, coming from a place of value first, coming from a place of collaboration and networking. So that's what this event is all about. 50 women. It is super, super, super exclusive. Like I said, I cannot promise that at the time that this airs, there will still be tickets left. But currently, we still have just a few VIP and general admission tickets left. If it were me, all the way, I'd be going VIP. Number one, it's very affordable. And number two, the VIPs get a little additional that the GA do not get. So the VIPs get additional time to network with the speakers, with the vendors, with each other. They also get little swag bags. They get to ask Q&A during the event. So it's a very interactive experience. So get in the room February 20th. I hope to see you there. The third way that building relationships helps to accelerate your growth is opportunities through collaboration. Now, just like this event that I'm doing with Kelly, and you guys have seen me do so many of these events. Like if you've been watching my content, if you've been here for a while, number one, you know I love doing events. And number two, you know I love collaboration. I love collaborating with women who think big and want more and are again like come from a place of a giving heart. So there's so much magic when you are in collaboration with someone. It's not just one person's effort. You have two powerhouses, hopefully, coming together to create this magic. And there's so many opportunities when you collaborate, like partnerships and referrals, and you get to collaborate on this on these projects. So, for instance, like Kelly and I are doing this together. I am getting introduced to her network of women that I've never known before, and vice versa. Kelly's getting introduced to my network of women that maybe she has never met before. Same thing with the sponsors that are coming on. They get to be in a room with women that they get to offer their product or their service or see how they can help and be of service to this room and these women. So when you collaborate, I want you to look for the opportunities that are there. Number one, like I said, what can you bring to the table? But also, there's so much exponential growth that comes with doing it together versus alone. I'm telling you, I used to do events all the time. I love doing events. I used to be an event planner. I used to do weddings and all kinds of events at a country club in Pennsylvania. Events is still a huge part of my business and what I do. Number one, because I love it, but also because of the growth that comes with it. And there's just so much magic. I can't even begin to explain to you like all the new opportunities and connections and networking that comes out of collaboration. So collaborate with people, with the women in your life. Collaborate with people that are also willing to link arms with you and see the value in collaboration. I promise you it will change your life. All right, number 4, the fourth tip that I have for you in building relationships that accelerate your growth. Now, I need you to think with me for a moment, okay? I want you to think about how are you going to identify the right communities for your goals? Because at the end of the day, number one, we all know there's a whole lot of communities and there's a whole lot of mixed information on what those communities provide. So number one, you want to make sure you're finding the right community for you. Do your goals align with the community's goals? Maybe you're looking at a community that you want to join and you see, maybe they're more about like themselves and they are about each other and collaboration, or maybe it's a mixed group of men and women and you're like, you know what, I really want to join a group of just women. Maybe it's also a group that's focusing on something strategic, one thing versus another. I would get really, really clear on what my goals are so I can find and align with a community that fits who I am, what my goals are, and where I'm going. I'm going to say that again because it's so, so important. finding a community that aligns with your goals and also is in alignment with where you're going. This is so crucial. Why would you join a group, a program, a mastermind if it's not in alignment with where your future is going? I am where I am now because of all the information that I've learned up to this point. There's an amazing book that's called What Got You Here Won't Get You There. And that's exactly what I'm talking about when you want to align yourself with communities or memberships or masterminds. You want to look at where do you want to go in the future? Okay. What is the vision? And what I also want to share with you is inside my High Performance Academy. If you've never heard of this before, I would love to welcome you into filling out an application. We are application based now. So you can reach out to me and just say Academy, and I can get you started with the process. So what the Academy is, it's a high performance group of women who come together with the sole purpose of focusing on the systems, strategy, and support in order to scale their businesses, to grow their businesses in less time with less stress. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that's like every woman out there. Why would you not want to grow your business in less time, have more time for your family, yourself, your spouse, and all the things that matter? Now, look, it's not easy running a business. It's just not. And I think we've glamorized entrepreneurship and what it means to, be your own boss, but it's such a privilege. And if you can do it in a way that honors your life and your schedule and your family, what a blessing. So if you haven't joined us yet in the High Performance Academy, I want you to comment the word Academy below, or you can send me a DM on Instagram that just says Academy. We'll get the application process started for you, and you get to come in and join this high performance group of women. It is next level. They connect, they collaborate. Some of them have businesses together. It's amazing, but they all go to that next level because they all are prioritizing their businesses and their families and having that flex time. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be in my business for 8 hours a day. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner. Those are all just pieces of who makes up Sandi Glandt. And I'm sure just as you are in your own life, you have different sectors that make up who you are. I don't want to be running, especially at the stage that my kids are right now at 4 and 7 years old. I don't want to be in my business when they come home from school. I don't want to be in my business all day long. So I'm missing out on soccer and golf and sports and taekwondo and all the things that they get to do. I'm the mom that's there on the field, in the room, and I'm a part of their life because I've built my business in a way that gets to be expansive, but also fulfilling to me with the hours that I get to work and the women that I get to serve. So if that is you and you also prioritize your time, your family, and your business, then again, I welcome you to fill out an application to join us in the High Performance Academy. You can also email me. I'll drop my email below, Sandra@sandraglandt.com. All you have to do is send me an email, Academy, and I'll send you the information to fill out an application to get that process started. Okay. And finally, the final piece as we talk about accelerating your growth and building relationships, I want to, and I feel like we definitely have to talk about maintaining and strengthening relationships over time. The goal is that you don't go to an event and meet someone and then never talk to them again. My hope for you is that you get in the room and you have these powerhouse relationships that you have in your life forever, where you support each other, where you grow together, where you can connect and collaborate and share ideas and invite, friends over here to your friends over there to meet each other. Like that is such a gift to be able to be that connector. Okay. So it's so important that we talk about maintaining these relationships, and you don't need to be in constant communication with everybody all the time. But a great thing to do is check in with the people in your life, show them a little bit of appreciation, give them some shout outs on maybe social media, help them promote what it is that they're doing. Like it costs $0 to help promote someone's Instagram profile or page or promotion or whatever it is that they're doing. And a lot of times, I know a lot of my friends, they even have affiliate links for things where you get paid to help promote their programs. But all of that to be said, if you have and if you want to build these very fulfilling relationships in your life where it is a give and a take and a support and a build and an encourage and all of these beautiful things wrapped in one. You have got to be that first. Don't expect something from someone before you're willing to give it. So you show up, you come from a place of giving and supporting and maybe even just like putting out first, how can I support you? What is it that you need? Do a little bit of research. Maybe say to them, hey, I want to support your program or your event or whatever it is. There's so many ways that we get to collaborate and support each other today that literally cost $0. So again, when you can show that long-term commitment that you're really invested in them personally and professionally, or maybe you can find ways to support them personally. Maybe they need help finding a nanny or a sitter or I don't know, a housekeeper. There's a million ways that you can support your girlfriends, especially because in this journey, like in an entrepreneurial journey as a woman, there are so many hats that we wear and there's always something that we need. And there's always an easier way to streamline a process. So again, if you can open a door, make a connection, help to promote something, I promise you that woman will never forget it. One of my closest girlfriends, she had an event when I had first moved here years ago. And at the time, I was hosting for the Beach Channel and I showed up with a camera crew. I said, hey, how can I support you? Every single event that I go to now or that she comes of mine, she shares that story about how I was there to support her and I showed up and I just I said, how can I support you? And I did what I could. But she'll never forget that. And I wasn't doing it from a place of like, what can you give me? I did it from a place of serving. And I don't know if you've heard me say this on my other podcasts before, maybe on a different episode, but my husband and I have a saying that we say to each other pretty often, which is, how can I serve you? And to even take that a step further is, how can I outserve you? How can I like go above and beyond even the things that you're expecting to be of service? And I think we can take that, whether it's in a marriage or in, a relationship, our love, marriages, partnerships, etc., and take that into our friendships and say like, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to be of service because I see your potential and I recognize the greatness that's within you. And I want to connect with you again, with my resources. Because when you start to pull resources, and this is what I was talking about with the power of collaboration, the sky is the limit. Like there's so much opportunity and potential and magic that happens. It's wild and it blows my mind every single time. I don't know why it does. I think because I literally feel and see the magic and it's so clear to me, but it's such a beautiful thing. And honestly, like if I could just do events all the time, I would. I mean, they're very time consuming, but I love coming from that place of service and connecting women and just being in that space. Maybe for you, it's not events, but again, it takes almost little to no effort to help promote someone's page, to align them with maybe a referral or make a connection. So I want you to think, how can you do this today in your life? And if you're ready to take your personal and professional growth to the next level, then it's time to invest in the power of proximity. So I invite you to the event that we're hosting, myself and Kelly Roach, on February 20th. It is a live podcasting event. As I mentioned, our VIPs have so much networking time. They have a little bit of an advantage because they get additional networking time. They get a first come, first serve front row seat. They get VIP swag bags. They get to network with the vendors and the speakers and the panelists and all the other VIPs that are in the room. And then, of course, we have our events. And then we wrap up with a panel Q&A and then more networking at the end. So again, I cannot promise that at the time of this recording, we have tickets, but I cannot promise by the time that this goes live that we will still have tickets. So all that being said, go DM me now on Instagram and just say the word events. And hopefully there's still tickets left. We have just a few VIPs, a few GAs, general admissions. Grab yours now. If there are tickets when you go check it, grab them now because we are going to sell out and we're already almost at capacity. So I hope to see you there. Get in the room, network, collaborate, come from a place of giving and watch the magic unfold. Until next time, ladies, go out and slay your day.